You're able to kind of angle this however you need, and angle these however you want. If you want one direction, boom. If you want it kind of spaced a little. First, let me say, as you can see, it's Halloween decorations and there's not a Christmas tree. This video that you're about to see was filmed on November 20th of 2019. And today is October 15th of 2020. So I've had this for almost a year. It's just sadly another video that I never got the chance to really put together and just never finished. So I figured with it being fall time and this was something that people would look for, I wanted to finish this video. So let's get to it. To be 100% honest, I have not even brushed my hair, but don't look bad at all, I don't think. Got our Christmas tree up. I know, it's early, but my girlfriend, my daughter, and even myself, we love Christmas. So, had to put it up. Today, though, I have bought something for our backyard so that hopefully when this little guy's running around back there and we're back there with him at night, we should be able to see. Probably should have taken this out of the box or something. This is what that I bought. HyperTough solar LED security lights. Now, I'd never heard of HyperTough until I was actually trying to find some smart bulbs which were not in the electronics section, which the guy at Walmart told me they may be in the hardware section, which I knew they weren't going to be in the hardware section, but I went to look anyway. At which point, I found this. Now, I've been looking for something like this for a minute now, just because I wanted to have some lights in the backyard. We don't have any lights back here. Yes, yeah, we have a wreath on the door. Wreath? You know what I mean. We don't have any lights back here. We have this one light, which isn't that bright. And then there's nothing else. There's nothing up here, nothing over here. So I wanted something that was solar based so that I didn't have to run cables, didn't have to deal with anything like that. So what we're gonna do is basically right over here somewhere, we're gonna put the lights, and then with the lights like right here somewhere, we'll be able to light up this area with all three of those bright bulbs. It's 2,000 lumens. At which point on the opposite side here, we will have the solar panel, because that seems to be the spot back here that gets the most sun for the longest amount of time. So let's get to the unboxing of this. There's no app or anything. It's not smart. But I'm curious how that some of the motion settings work. Like, does it just stay on while it senses motion? Will I have like a little switch to turn that'll let me say, 30 seconds or a minute or 3 minutes or something? Figure that out once we get on the inside. So let's get to the unboxing. All right. Whoa. Let's zoom that out a little. So, HyperTough solar LED security light. Adjustable time and distance settings. Okay, so that kind of answers my first question. Includes mounting hardware and 2 rechargeable batteries. Rechargeable, 2,000 lumens, 180 degree detection angle, a 2-year limited warranty, up to 45 feet of detection, 200 watt bulb equivalent with 18 years of life at 8 hours a day. Not too bad. All right, let's get into this thing. Little piece of tape there. Probably not the best unboxing video, but all right, looks like the 2 rechargeable batteries is because it needs actually 2 batteries. I thought that it may have gave you an extra battery. So here's our manual. Very nice. Seems to be informative, telling me how to do everything. We will get to that later. Screws for mounting everything. Also very nice. Won't need those till later. Alrighty, what do we have? This looks like, I don't know how to, let's get this box. Alright, that's just a box. This is the actual, so this is the actual light itself. Ah, look at that.
So you're able to kind of angle this however you need, and angle these however you want. If you want one direction, boom. If you want it kind of spaced a little, very, very nice, I think. That's how you mount it. Nice. This here is the included solar panel with, it has a pretty good foot cable. I thought that it listed, but looks like it has a pretty long cable where you could run this almost anywhere that you need to. And more cardboard, and an empty box. That basically does it for the unboxing experience. So let me pull this camera down, show you this a little closer. Wow, you can like see me. So yeah, this just has 3 screws to mount it on the wall or ceiling. I didn't just break it. You know, it has its little mount. Mount it up. Run your cable here, which has this little connector that will go right into that port here on the bottom. So I think this is probably what a lot of people are going to want to see. As I kind of showed a minute ago, these are movable, so you know you can kind of have this thing set up in a way to where like you're getting a lot of light there. This, the motion detection part is, or the motion sensor is also movable. That is the mounts on the back. Mounting plate looks like it's on it. I think all of that was recording upside down. Now let me show you what I think most people are going to want to see, which is this here. So here are your settings. So you have sensitivity at low, medium, high, and then you have 120 seconds, 60 seconds, 30 seconds, and test. So 120 seconds, that's only 2 minutes, but of course, anytime that the dog runs by it or somebody comes by, it's going to cut this light on. So that will work for what that I need, I believe. And then there's just a normal little on-off auto switch. So there you go. We'll have to switch it to auto, at which point it'll use a sensor, at which point we'll have these sensitivities. I'm probably going to leave this on high, and on the highest one, 120 seconds, won't stay on for 2 minutes. To be 100% honest, that's really about it. Now I just gotta get the screws, mount the bracket for this, mount this, plug this in, and let it charge up, and then basically in a day or so it should be ready to go. Definitely easier than I thought. Place the motion this direction so that way it'll get me when I'm outside or when we're outside. Just put the 4 screws in, and then I'm going to run the solar panel to literally right there at that corner by the window, because that's where the sun hits for the longest, so this will stay charged the longest. So that's the end of it. Now what I'm noticing is that the motion is not even working at all, but I have this set to high, see? It's all the way to the right, and so what I'm thinking is because it's daylight, it can tell that, so it's not cutting on right now. It's like, no dude, it's too bright, the sun's out, it's charging it, you don't need me right now, and later it should work. So we're gonna find out later tonight. So sadly, I don't have really a before photo, but this 100% works. Let me tell you that when the sun is out, it doesn't work at all. It saves the battery when the sun is out. Once it's dark, that's when it works off the motion. And as you can see, it seems, this is with no flash, no nothing. This is just the lights and our other porch light here. But it definitely does the job for us. 100%, 2 thumbs up. One final note is that I've been out here for at least 10, maybe 15 minutes while this one's been barking and using the restroom. And this thing has not went off once. So what that tells me is that it doesn't get to 120 seconds and then cut off for a second and cut back on. It literally stays on while there's motion, and then once there's no motion out here for 120 seconds, it should cut off. Let's see if it alright, so interesting note here. Either the battery has died, which I don't believe that has happened, or it has been on for so long that it's cut itself off and it won't cut back on for a minute. I was out here for about 20 minutes at least consistently. It seems like at this point it is off. So I'm going to see if it works again in the morning, but I'm pretty certain it will unless the battery did die. 6:11 a.m. Let's see if this comes on. Let's see. No, so I think in that 20 minutes it actually killed the battery yesterday. This video is a couple days from being uploaded, so I'm going to let it charge up today, make sure it works tomorrow. But it seems like those rechargeable batteries may only last about 20 minutes.
Now, for the HyperTough light, I can tell you, sadly, the clip you see in the video of this light working is the only time that this light actually worked. That next morning when I came out here and it was dead, it never worked again. I literally took it down, I brought it inside, put it on the kitchen table, tried to get it to charge through the solar panel because I was thinking maybe it wasn't getting enough light, but as you can see, it's still getting light through the trees here. Went to replace the batteries. There's some special type of batteries. It's not like regular rechargeable AA's. They're bigger than that. To be 100% honest with you, this light worked for me that one time for that 120 or so minutes and has never worked again. All right, now, as I was trying to say, this light worked the one time and never worked again. Now, I did notice when I was editing this video today that this came with a 2-year warranty. I'm going to reach out to HyperTough and see what they say, see if they'll replace the battery, if they'll replace the whole device. I don't really know what's wrong with it. That'll do it for this video, though. Make sure you click that like button, click subscribe down below, check out indulgeclothing.com for our merch, and I will see you in the next video. Deuces.
So there's the culprit. There's Heineken all over 285.